Today I'm going to take you guys through the 5 hardest and most challenging lifts that I've done so far. Alright, so starting out at number 5 on the list is what I like to call the chain wrapped prisoner flip. So here's the video. This is bringing back mixed emotions. So I think this took me like 2 hours. I got the sword, I got the chain around the arm, the chain on the dip weight, and the chain on the skateboard. The main problem with this was that the chain on the skateboard kept getting loose like every 1 or 2 attempts. So I had to unwrap the whole chain off my arm, the chain around my head off, and then I'm trying to finagle this chain around the board to stay, because as soon as it got loosened up, you couldn't get the board to flip. I mean, it was a glorious land, but I remember the process was beating me down a little bit. Okay, so number 4 on the list is a little older video. Some of you may not have seen it. The Skateboard Jefferson deficit deadlift ping pong ball trick shot. So yeah, this is another one that just took a few hours to get successful. It's a 505 pound on the bar. So every attempt I have to actually hit the lift, which after you get to like 20 attempts, it gets brutal. I wanted to shoot the ball while ascending I didn't want to get to the top, aim, fire. I didn't think it would have the same value. Number 3 on the list, we have the 225 pound broomstick challenge. So here's the video. I think this is a little longer of a video. We all remember when the broomstick challenge was going around, which is basically you put a broomstick behind your back, don't use your hands, start laying down, and you got to get off the floor. The reason I even attempted this was because someone sent me a DM of like some meme, I think from subpar powerlifting memes maybe, and it was like still waiting for Eric Bugenhagen's 225 pound broomstick challenge, and the person sent that to me and was like, I'll be waiting for your attempt. I was just sitting down doing nothing. It was like 9 o'clock at night, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna go attempt it. I think I did 135. Maybe I did the bar and I was like, alright, it was like cranked my neck out. I was like, maybe this is not gonna happen. And then I think I went to 135. I might have even failed it. I went to 185. I know for a fact I failed that, but I felt a little bit of something. I was like, I think I could have gave it a little more. So I put 225 on. I don't remember if this was the first, second, or third attempt. I had a sore neck for like 2 weeks after this. So that is number 3 on the list, the 225 pound broomstick challenge. At number 2 on the list, we have the 135 pound Zercher kickflip. So here's the video. Of course, you got the rain. This is a video I did with rain. So yeah, you gotta Zercher deadlift the weight up for every attempt. This is another one that took probably like 2 hours to get this success. I think I have a video of like a bunch of my attempts of this. I'll try to pull that up. Okay, so here's the Zercher flip journey. This is a little compilation I made of a bunch of the attempts. So you gotta remember, after all these attempts, I'm setting the bar down, setting the board back up, grabbing the rein, saying the whole spiel. And it's a steaming hot garage, so after like an hour or 2 of this, it's almost enough to break someone. And at number 1 for my hardest and most challenging lift to date, the neck dip belt weighted jump rope triflop. A thing of beauty. So this one took the course of a couple months. So here's the fail video a couple months earlier, which just to get to this point on this first day was like a couple hours of dialing in. I was nowhere close at first, and then I slipped out and just seeing that weight, and I was like, alright, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. So I called it that day. I promised to come back at a later date, but I was like, So on this day I was like, let me just start warming up, feeling it out, see if I can figure out how to get this done. And it was kind of similar to the first time, where once I got to the point where I could land on the board, it was just shooting out at me every time. I just found the angle. I had to start you can see that angle there. I had to start the board out, and it was just the perfect angle where I could lean my body in. I still almost slipped out, but held on just enough. That's all you need. So that is my number one still. It's a little old, but it's yet to be topped. So some honorable mentions that almost made the list. The 160-pound total weight kickflip. This is one of my pride and joys. My heaviest kickflip to date. So yeah, that didn't quite make the top 5, but it was close. Okay, another honorable mention, the 315-pound ollie. So this one wasn't so much a battle in terms of it took me 2 hours or something like that, but it was more just the fear and being able to commit with, once I got up to like 2 plates, 2.5 plates, 3 plates, just taking the step onto the board, I was like, had to brace, fully commit. This one was just kind of scary, but it was kind of like I had to commit right off the bat, and I'm not gonna mess up an ollie really, so it wasn't like a long battle, but definitely scary, and almost made the list. Okay, my final honorable mention is my 765-pound hack deadlift, aka the behind the back barbell hack squat. So this is, of course, a little different than the other lifts I showed. This one was just a number that I was chasing for a while. I wanted the 8 clean 45-pound plates. But yeah, this one was satisfying and honorable mention. Okay, so that was my top 5 hardest and most challenging lifts that I've done so far. I could have really picked like 30 things that were total wars for me, but that's my top 5. Thanks for watching.